Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Lovely and I make Philippine travel updates. Now, as you can see on the screen, and for those who have been patiently waiting and praying, there is some good news for you guys because effective March 24, 2022, qualified foreign nationals and returning Filipinos may now present a negative laboratory-based antigen results taken within 24 hours prior to the arrival and for entry to the Philippines. So this is the move by the Philippine government to ease the restrictions and to further open the economy. Now, previously guys, Philippine government required all inbound travelers to present a negative RT PCR test taken within 48 hours, as noted by the acting deputy presidential spokesperson Michelle Ablan. Okay, so now it is either which one to follow. Is it an RT PCR or you will take the antigen test? Now, it is either of the two, RT PCR or the antigen test. And he said that he emphasized that the antigen test must be taken within 48 hours before arrival in the Philippines. Okay? Now, the RT-PCR test again, test results are taken within 48 hours. Now, for antigen test, it must be taken within 24 hours or 1 day before your arrival to the country. Okay, so the Philippines previously required this. Now, the entry and testing and quarantine protocols for Filipino nationals arriving from abroad, this is under the provisions of Resolution 160A, dated February 3 of 2022, are hereby amended as follows. So, okay, now foreign nationals entering the visa-free country for the purposes of business and tourism must provide a negative RT-PCR test within 48 hours, not including the layovers, or must not left the airport premises or has not been admitted in another country during such layover. Also, for fully vaccinated nationals, unvaccinated, partially unvaccinated, or Filipino nationals whose vaccination status cannot be independently validated must present an RT-PCR test within 48 hours, a negative RT-PCR test within 48 hours, or a negative laboratory test within 48 hours. Okay? All right. Now, what is antigen testing? This is an additional tool to screen COVID-19. It detects proteins that are part of the coronavirus. This is almost the same or done almost the same as RT-PCR test via nasal fluid swabbing. This is less expensive than the RT-PCR test, and the results you will get the results within 30 to 60 minutes. Now, when comparing the difference between RT-PCR test and their antigen test, of course, the RT-PCR test, this is the gold, this is the standard, this is the final testing for COVID-19. While for antigen, this is just a screening for COVID. Okay? RT-PCR detects nucleic acid sequence in the virus, while antigen detects viral protein of the virus. So the swabbing is through nose and mouth, and the results they differ, of course. So for somebody or for travelers who are coming from far countries, you can get the antigen test results easier, faster. Okay, it's taken within 30 to 60 minutes. You will get your result. And with RT-PCR test, of course, you would resort to the more affordable and faster result rather than taking the RT-PCR test, because it would normally be released 1 day to 2 days release of the result. Okay, so Well, everybody is hoping that, not just the countries that are visa-free, non-visa required countries who can enter the Philippines for those who are fully vaccinated. Now, we are also hoping, the Philippines would open the borders to all foreign travelers this April of 2022. This is mentioned according to Secretary Bernadette Puyat. They are hoping that by April, Philippines will be open to all foreigners. The reason why they started with visa-free countries is because they wanted to do it paunti-unti muna or little by little. Okay? And there might be a chance because the Philippines would be hosting 600 tourism and trade ministers and private sectors executive during the World Travel and Tourism Council Summit happening in Manila this coming April 20 to 2022. And according to Ms. Puyat, it is timely that, Asian countries, to open first because we are the last countries to reopen to tourism. Okay, now for nationals who are holders of Hong Kong Special Administrative Region or the Macau SAR passports, you can enter the Philippines and you are entitled to stay for a period not exceeding 14 days. Okay. Now, these are the list of countries or the non-visa required countries under Executive Order 408 as amended in 1960. And I'm going to provide you on the screen the complete list of visa-free countries to the Philippines. I'm just going to be naming few. We have Haiti, Brazil, France, Panama. We also have South Africa, Sweden, USA, of course, UK, Thailand, and so on and so forth. Now, here's the catch, of course. So, we all know that not all, IATF only approves certain, vaccination certificates from, not all countries are accepted or not all countries with vaccination certificates are accepted to the country. So the Philippines honors more than vaccination certificates. Added today is Croatia, Cyprus, and Nepal under the reciprocal list with VaxCertph. This with the arrangement of the vaccination certificates for Croatia, Nepal, Cyprus as for entry protocols, and this is also for purposes of arrival as well as the interzonal and intrazonal movement in the country. Yeah. So these are on top of the other territories whose COVID certificates were earlier approved by the IATF. So in your screen, you will see the complete list of these territories who are accepted with the VaxCertph as approved by the IATF. Alright, so that's it for today, guys. I hope that my video helps. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell to keep you updated with my videos, further videos. Maraming salamat. Bye!